Did Justin Fields prove enough in the win against the Minnesota Vikings on Monday Night Football? Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, I'm here to talk about the Chicago Bears. And here to talk about the continued evaluation of QB1 for the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields, and talk about if he proved enough of if he is the future franchise quarterback for this team moving forward based off of last night's game against the Minnesota Vikings. So let's talk about it, all right? Short answer is going to be probably not, but there is one major key takeaway that we can have from this game that was a big plus for Justin Fields. All right, let's start. I'll get to that in a second here, but starting with the probably not enough, let's just look at the numbers, folks, right? The numbers weren't great last night. 27 for 37 for 217 and no touchdowns, but also no interceptions, right? But 2 fumbles. He did have 2 fumbles, and they were costly fumbles, and they did put his team in a position to lose that game. But here's the big plus. Justin Fields drove the team down, had the game-winning drive that set up the game-winning field goal. Why is that a big plus? Is because that was one of the Achilles heel for Justin Fields in his young career thus far, is that he would just make too many mistakes and turn the football over at inopportune times, especially in the fourth quarter. So that was a big plus last night from Justin Fields, and I don't want anybody to overlook that, right? Justin Fields had the mental fortitude to, ignore and get over the fumble and lead his team on a drive late and throw an absolute dart, a bullet pass to DJ Moore that essentially set up the game-winning field goal by Cairo Santos. That is progress, people, all right? So many games in the NFL and in sports in general, right? Clutch time, crunch time, that is when, you have guys that step up in the moment and there's guys that shrink in the moment. So Justin Fields has had struggles with that in the past, but hey, maybe he turned a corner here now. And, that is certainly a good sign to see moving forward. So going back to, Fields the answer or not, look, I feel like this would not be as big of a topic if it wasn't for the fact that we are headed towards getting the number 1 overall pick, right? Right now, if the Bears just had their own pick, we probably aren't in a position to draft a quarterback. But because of the fact that we have the Panthers pick, it is much more of a realistic possibility. And so with Justin Fields, the reality of the situation is the evaluation continues. There was some good, there was some bad. The Lions game, I thought he played better than he played against the Vikings. I mean, folks, I feel like I'm as objective as you can be when it comes to the Bears. Even being a Bears fan, we didn't score any offensive touchdowns, 12 points. There's nothing to write home about. We have to be honest about it. I like Justin, love the kid, but we have to be objective about it. If he had a game like he did against the Commanders where he puts up 300-plus yards, 4 touchdowns, I am, going off about, how Justin's a franchise quarterback moving forward. But I got to work with what he has given us to work with, all right? And so, look, I think we're kind of still in limbo here, and you still got a number of games left here to continue this evaluation. And like I said, right, I think Justin has done enough to where if we did not have a chance to get the number 1 overall pick, we probably would be, keeping Justin and building around him moving forward. But just that potential of having that number 1 pick puts us in limbo here. Because I'm telling you, Justin with a better offensive line, with even more weapons, with just a built-out team, probably is enough for you to be a playoff team and more. And so that's why I'm saying, it's not always just the numbers here, because if you look at the other quarterbacks, I love using Jalen Hurts as an example, by the way. Jalen Hurts' numbers aren't great. Lamar Jackson's numbers aren't great. Yet these guys are in the conversation for MVP because their teams have great records. It's not always numbers. It is about impact, all right? And so, to me, Justin needs to, continue to not turn the football over and needs to continue to play well. And I believe he's heading in the right direction. It's just that, it puts us in a precarious spot when you have a chance to get the number 1 overall pick. But I'm still rooting for him, still hope that he is our franchise quarterback moving forward. So let's see what happens here, people. But as far as if he proved enough, I'm not sure I'm there yet. But he did prove to me that, hey, he can lead us down and get us a game-winning drive here, and he can play well in the clutch, which is something he's been struggling with lately. So let me know what you guys think, man. Where are you with Justin Fields? Did he prove enough to you guys or not? Leave a comment down below as always.